Hey everybody, happy Thursday. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day and a blessed day. I know that I sure am, and I'm so grateful for it. I ought to be in prison or in a ditch somewhere for the way I used to live concerning my alcoholic and drug addict life, as well as my selfish and self-centered life. It was all about me, what I could get out of everybody and out of the world, and I ended up in a mess. Thank God that day came to where it wasn't about me no more. I got sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I allowed God to change my life, and I allowed Him to use my life that I might be able to help others. Thank God for that. But I talk all the time about alcoholism and drug addiction. What is an alcoholic? What is a drug addict? What's wrong with them? Why do they keep doing what they're doing? Why do they put it in their body and they can't stop? Why did I used to go out to sports break and say I'm only going to have a couple of drinks because I got to work in the morning? And the next thing you know, I'm passing out. They took me out to my car and I never make it to work. But my intentions were just to drink a few beers, just to go socialize and hang with the guys for a little bit. But it never turned out that way. And whenever I would get confronted about my drinking too much and I would tell people that I'll never do it again, most of the time I meant it with all my heart. I never wanted to do it again. I don't want to live this way. But the next thing you know, guess what? I am doing it again. Why was that? I didn't have any answers to my questions. So I want to explain to you what an alcoholic and a drug addict is. What's wrong with us? Well, first off, we have a disease. A disease isn't somebody being weak or somebody being sorry or somebody just wanting to be that way. That's all I heard all my life. Robbie, you weak. You're just weak. You need to get some willpower about you. Well, I knew that was wrong because I'd cry myself to sleep every night wishing that I didn't live the way I live. God, please take this from me. I don't want to drink. I don't want to drug no more. Please take it from me. But I could not go back to it. I always went back to it. And it was because I had a disease. I had a condition that separates me from the normal patterns of health. A condition that separates us from the normal patterns of health. If you're an alcoholic drug addict, I want to throw that us in there because we're all in this thing together. But we have a condition that separates us from the normal patterns of health. And our condition is the hopeless state of mind and body. Well, Robbie, what's wrong with your body? Why, once you put alcohol in your system, why can't you stop like most of your friends can? Why can't you drink like the other 9? Why are you just the one out of the 10 that can't drink successfully? You can't stop. When you start, you can't stop. Why is that? Well, it's because I got an illness of the body. I lack the power to control my alcohol consumption or my drug consumption. I have no power over it. It has power over me. And once I put it in my body, I have an allergy. What's an allergy? It's an abnormal reaction to a common substance. Okay, I got some friends that can drink them a few cold beers watching a good old football game. Hey, Carolina Gamecock football game. How about that? And they can just go on about their business. They can go on home. But once I start, I can't stop. Because once this allergy is manifested, it brings about a craving. The book I read and study calls it a phenomenon of craving. You can't understand it. Boy, I tell you what, it'll make you do some stuff you say you'd never do just to get another drink or get another drug. But an allergy is an abnormal reaction to a common substance. Once I put it in my body, listen, there's medical terms for all this. It's proven. The brain releases these chemicals. It stalls out in the pleasure part of the brain. And the next thing you know, we're craving more. I have no control. I got to have me another drink. Well, once I put it in my body, the allergy manifests. It brings about a phenomenon of craving. I cannot stop. Once too many, 1,000's are never enough. Well, guess what happens to the alcoholic drug addict once they put it in their system? They go on a run and they go on a spree. Might be a one-day run. Might be a 2-day run. It might be a 4-month run. Hey, it could even last up to a year. I've had a year run before, out in the streets and homeless shelters, not being able to stop. But we go on a run, and we go on a spree, and we cause a lot of trouble. We cause a lot of aggravation. Some of us steal, some of us lie, manipulate, some of us get into a lot of trouble. But I tell you what, the trouble comes to an end. Every time after that running spree, I tell you what, we hit a brick wall. Something happens. Grandma is not paying for another night in the motel. Mom and Daddy isn't taking any more collect calls. You at the end of your rope. And when we get to the end of our rope, the alcoholic and drug addict, guess what we do? We emerge remorseful. Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example of Robbie emerging remorseful. At about 2 o'clock in the morning, I'll call my grandmama when I'm out on the street and I don't have nowhere to go and I hadn't ate about 4 days. And I say, please, Mama Joyce, please, Grandmama, help me one more time. Please, I promise I'll never do it again. I'll do whatever you say. I'll go wherever you go. Hey, listen, here's the keys to my car. If I ain't lost my job, you can get my paycheck. Listen, it don't matter. Please help me this one last time, and I'll do whatever you say. Listen, if you'll just help me this one last time, and I give a firm resolution, never do it again. I swear, I'll never do it again. And I promise you one thing, you could have hooked me up to a lie detector test and I would have passed it. I really meant it with all my heart. I never want to do this again. I don't want to live this way anymore. Guess what? It works for the 1,000th time. Emerging remorseful with a firm resolution, never do it again. Let me stop right here. Alcoholic, drug addict. You know why your mom and daddy and your grandma keep helping you? Because they done got a disease too. They done contracted a disease. And it's called hope. H-O-P-E. Hope. That's why they keep helping you. Because they can't let go of hope. That's their problem. Their problem is hope. They can't stop hoping that this time you telling the truth. That this time you mean what you say. That's why they keep helping us. Because they love us. They love us with everything within them. And they hold on to hope that just one day we'll mean what we'll say and we'll do something about our problem. But we'll emerge remorseful with a firm resolution, never do it again. Guess what? And that day will come. We'll either go to jail, we'll either go to rehab. Hey, Mom and Daddy might even let you back into the house if you give up the car keys, give up the paycheck, and do what they say. But guess what? That day will come. You want the keys back. You want the paycheck back. You want everything back. I'm okay now. Hey, Mom and Daddy, everything's fine now. And the Mom and Daddy say, Robbie, I don't care if you've been cleaning sober 4 months. I don't care if you've been cleaning sober 6 months. It's just like yesterday when you broke in your granddaddy's house. It's just like yesterday when you wrote those bad checks. No, Robbie, everything getting okay. Matter of fact, you're still the same Robbie. You just aren't putting drugs and alcohol in your system. Oh, but I'll get mad. I'll get irritable, restless, discontent because I'm not getting my way. See, I want what I want when I want it. I want to go where I want to go when I want to go there. I want to do what I want to do when I want to do it. I not only suffer from an illness of the body, I suffer from an illness of the spirit. I want my way. I want to play God. Guess what? If everybody will just do what I say, everything will be fine. Robbie will be fine. Y'all just got to act like I want y'all to act. See, ain't nothing changed. I might not have no alcohol and drugs in my body, but Robbie is still a selfish, self-centered, egotistical know-it-all on planet Earth. Why? Because I hadn't attacked my spiritual illness. I hadn't done anything about my spiritual illness. What is a spiritual illness? I'm not talking about not going to church. I'm not talking about it. I'm talking about I don't have a set of morals. I don't have a set of codes. I don't have a set of principles that I stand on. I'm like a ship without a sail. I'm a flip-flopper. One day happy, next day mad. One day I'll take the blame, next day I'm blaming everybody else. I'm spiritually sick. I have no wholeness. I'm empty on the inside. There's a God-sized hole inside of me that only He can fit in, but I try to fill it with money. I try to fill it with friends. I try to fill it with everything that I think that's going to fix me. Guess what? There ain't nothing going to fix me except throwing in the towel and saying, you know what, God, I'll do it your way. I'm not God. You are. Matter of fact, you probably, or no, you are the only reason I'm still alive. You're the only reason that I got a chance to go to 18 treatment centers and get it right. Amen. I should have been dead long ago, people. Hallelujah on that. Thank you, God. But God. Amen. That's just, that ends it right there. He's the way. He's the only way. And when we throw in the towel and we'll quit doing it our way, and when we quit doing it our way, we'll stop being in conflict with the whole world. See, if the whole world will just do what I say, then I'll be okay. Then everything will be fine. All will be well. Well, it won't be all well, because that's not how the world operates. Robbie, the world don't revolve around you. And when the world don't revolve around me, I'm in conflict with it. Everybody's wrong again. Next thing you know, guess what? My mind goes on a search. My mind goes on a search to what I think is the solution to my uneasiness. What I think is the solution to my unwholeness. What I think is a solution to my spiritual condition. My mind will go on a search for that pleasure. And guess what happens? My mind reminds its own self. You remember that day you took that drink at age 14? And you thought you was bulletproof, 10 foot tall. It took away the shyness. It took away all the guilt, the shame, and remorse. It took away all the uneasiness. Alcohol did for you what you couldn't do for yourself. My brain programmed it. My brain programmed that day in 1991 when I took my first hit of crack and I blew that smoke out and I said, man, this is some good stuff. My brain programmed that memory. And when I become irritable, restless, discontent, because I hadn't done anything to work on my spirituality, I hadn't done anything to put some codes and principles and some morals that I need to stand on and live by. Hey, not only alcoholic, drug it, but every man ought to have some morals and some standards that they live by, that God has done put over mankind. Not only alcoholics and drug addicts. But I don't want to do that. See, I don't want to get fixed spiritually. Because, see, if I turn my life over to God, then I don't have no control of it. He's in control. And it's hard for an alcoholic drug addict. Hey, it's hard for any man to let go of control. But I tell you what, if you'll let go of control and give God your life, it don't matter if you're an alcoholic drug addict, listen to me, or you just a normal man. But if you'll let go of control and give God control, I tell you what, He'll blow your mind with His goodness. But concerning the alcoholic drug addict, spiritual illness, don't do nothing about it, still wanting my way, the obsession of the mind, which is a lie, which is a thought that drives out all of the thoughts, an idea that has the capacity to overpower any other idea. When my mind reminds me what a good shot of liquor will do, it'll take away the uneasiness. What a good shot of crack will do, it'll numb everything, and I don't have to deal with all the conflicts going on because ain't nobody doing what I want them to do. I'll succumb to the desire again. I'll believe a lie. Even though what I'm doing, I know is wrong. But I'm telling you what, when the obsession takes hold of you, it is so powerful. I cannot differentiate the true from the false. I'm going to get me a drink. I'm going to get me a piece of crack. Because my mind lets me know that pleasure is the solution that's going to make everything again okay again. But it's not, because I got an illness of the body. And when I put that drink in my body, guess what? I'm not going to be able to stop. And I'm going to go on a run in a spree again. I'm going to be calling grandmama and mama again to help me. The next thing you know, I go through this little time period. I hadn't done anything for my spiritual problem. Then here we go. Vicious cycle over and over and over. And I was over and over for 23 years trapped in this vicious cycle. I was doomed. I was doomed. The alcoholic drug addict deals with a permanent condition. We deal with a progressive illness. We deal with a very patient disease. Hey, and we deal with a fatal disease. It'll kill us. It's wanting to kill us. It's trying to kill us. If you're an alcoholic drug addict, listen to me, or if you are a family member of an alcoholic drug addict, listen. 76 million Americans are exposed to alcoholism and drug addiction every year. That means you know somebody that knows somebody, if you don't know nobody personally, that has this going on in their family. Listen, encourage them to get some spiritual help. Encourage them to throw in the towel and go find some help. And if you know of anybody that needs help, you just contact me, you comment, and I'll put you in touch with a wonderful place. But ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to let you know what the alcoholic and drug addict life is like. We have a disease that separates us from the normal patterns of health. I lack the power to control my alcohol and drug use. I lack the power to leave it alone. I'll swear I'll never do it again, and I always go back to it. And I lack the power to change because of my spiritual unwholeness, because of my spiritual illness. I over-rely on myself to fix everything. Robbie can't fix nothing, because if I could, I'd have done it a long time ago. I need God's help. You need God's help. And I pray that we all get some help. And I pray that this video helps somebody. God bless you. I love you. And thank you for listening.